Yeah, you know why? I got COVID titties. Yeah, it's like we were at home for like 2 years. No one told me I should wear a bra, continue to wear a bra. So ladies, you know what happens on your titties, right? Man, so I went out and got me a really, really good bra. So now I have the illusion that I have a waistline. Because I measured myself the other day and I was 46, 46, 46. I realized at that moment I was shaped like a freaking cylinder. Right? Don't worry, COVID's over, right? Give a round of applause. COVID is over. Back to the gym, right? Shoot. Good news. Chris Rock got the taste back in his mouth. Yeah. It took a minute, but it's back. And as you know, Will Smith has been banned from the Oscars for 10 years. But he doesn't care. He's starting his own award ceremony called the Jadas. Yeah, they're keeping the same statue. Bronze, muscular, and bald. Right? But they added a feature to it. It's a bobblehead. Right? So when the bobblehead goes like this, it's the approving wife. Right? Then there's the disapproving wife. And then there's, you better get him, Will. Right? Shoot. He ain't worried about being banned. Not at all. How many people blamed gaining weight on COVID? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. That's what I did. I mean, I had lost 50 pounds about 3 years ago. Right? But let me tell you, when that COVID hit, the only thing you could do is go to the grocery store, right? They told us we couldn't go anywhere, but you go shopping, right? So I became a gourmet cook, right? And I was the person that got all the food, right? And the thing is, I didn't even realize that I had gained about 35 pounds back until one day I stepped out the shower. And I looked down and I said, well, damn, where's my feet? And when I stood back up, my ass grabbed the shower curtain and ripped it right off the wall. And I am standing, you know how when you fall in the street and you all embarrassed and shit, and you be looking around? Well, I live by myself. So when this happened, I'm looking around to see if anyone saw that, okay? So when I went to reach back to get this shower curtain, I realized that when you gain weight, your arms retract. So I'm standing there like T-Rex with this shower curtain in my ass. Okay? And there was only one way to get it out. I had to drop it like it was hot. Shoot. Drop it like it was hot. And you know what the embarrassing thing is? Every time I go to the bathroom, I'm sitting on the toilet, I look over and there's a crease in the shower curtain to remind me of that very day. It's just not right. Okay? It's not right. Man. So I was so lonely during COVID. I know, and I lost my cat right before COVID too. I didn't even have my cat to snuggle up with. Doesn't that suck?
Yeah.
Seriously. So I'm going through COVID by myself, right? How much house can you clean? Right? I cleaned the house, I cleaned the garage. I was just looking for shit to do. And so one day I was like, I'm so lonely, you know what? I'm just gonna reach in this junk drawer here. We all got a junk drawer, right? I'm gonna reach in this junk drawer here and get my marker. I'm gonna go to Costco and just start marking receipts as people come out. They're like, ma'am, do you work here? No, but I am not going back home. I do now. I work here now. Shoot, I was like, wait a minute, that's not on the receipt. Go back. Shoot, I was working for free. I just didn't want to be in the house by myself anymore. It was tough on people that are single, right? It was tough. My goodness. I'm gonna do a little roll call here, a little roll call. Where are my straight people at? Straight people! Yes. Where my gay people at? quiet on the next one. Where my down low brothers at? It's always crickets when I ask where the down low brothers are. Just in case the white people don't know who a down low brother is.
I don't know.
Basically, a down low brother is a person who plays like they're straight, and they got a whole family at home, wife, kids, the whole nine, but they're dipping over here on the side. Right? But that's society's fault, right? If you just let him be gay, then he wouldn't have to act like he, straight, have a whole family and everything. So anyway, this is the weird thing that's kind of happening right now. I got a bunch of men in my DM, and they're sending penis pics. And I'm like, do you see me? I'm studied out and shit, right? So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Why are these men sending me these little dick pics, right? And I'm like, he must be a down low brother, right? So friends of mine are so upset, straight girlfriends of mine. They're like, you get more play than I do. And I'm like, I'm gonna give you the secret. This is what you do. Cut off all your hair, dress like a dyke. Every man you meet, you tell them, I've never been with a man before. I'm like, people chase you to the end of the earth. Am I right, man? Am I right? This is not a challenge, right? You tell a man you ain't never had no penis, he's like, well, just let me put the tip in. You know it's true. That's why you're laughing. So all my straight girlfriends, they're having dates left and right. Just telling me I've never been with a man before. It's working. It's totally working, right? Look, she's nodding like, But me personally, I'm getting tired of it. So the next time a man offers me some penis, I'm gonna offer him some penis. Because you know us lesbians got a collection, right? Oh yeah, I got 6-inch, 8-inch, and 10-inch for the size queens. Oh yeah. Don't act shy. How many of you been over to the Pleasure Chest over there on Santa Monica Boulevard? Clap if you've been to the Pleasure Chest. That's right. That's my second home. That's right. That's right. Shoot. Man. So what do you guys think about this whole political climate that's going on right now? Kind of crazy, right? They done canceled Kanye and everything. And I'm thinking to myself, man, the Jewish people are gangsters. They just snap their fingers and he is no longer a billionaire. Right? Just like that. Just like that. That's power right there. Just, you done. So it's like, yeah, you can talk about black people all day long, right? But don't talk about Jewish people. You done. It's true. It's sad, but true. Who said that? Come here. Give me a hug. It's true. Oh, she gonna give me a hug too. Oh, is that your man? Y'all do poly? Who gonna talk about that? Y'all do poly, huh? Yeah, y'all got good credit. Well, add me to the tribe. I'm working on my credit. I got a 620 right now. I'm working on it, but y'all look like y'all got like 800 and shit. Just walk in, just give me any car, zero down. Yeah. I definitely need a sugar mama, but I'm almost at the age of being a sugar mama, so I need a sugar baby. Yeah, any sugar babies in the house? Younger women with money. That's what I need. I need some money. Some money. Man, you know what? This heat wave that we had, on top of the gas prices, crazy, right? Gas prices is so crazy that I just been doing video calls with all my doctors, right? So the other day, my GYN, she called me and she's like, let's just go ahead and do your pap smear at home. I will never use that silverware again. Yeah, we got to forget about it. Yeah, it was brutal. Forks and spoons and knives and shit. I'll never complain again about going into the office and doing a pap smear. No. You see the ladies are laughing because they know that shit is not fun. Now, how about a mammogram? That ain't fun.
I had mine today.
Shit, I'm all nice and brown, so when they put me in there, they squeeze me, it looks like pancakes. I'm like, oh, syrup. Put some syrup on there. They get you on your tippy toes, and they turn you this way, and they squeeze you. It is ridiculous, right? You know what I'm talking about? Well, you got little boobs, so you know, yeah. When they put me in there and they spread me, it looks like a big brown pancake. Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. Man, how many people here are over the age of 40? All right, give yourself a hand. Give yourself a hand. Because it's rough getting older. It is. Because in my mind, I feel young. But my body, woo, on a cold day, I gotta take a Motrin just to get up in the morning. Seriously, right? Who else be moving like the Tin Man in the morning? Like, it's brutal. It's brutal, But my personal problem is I'm falling asleep everywhere. I don't know why. I don't know how it started. But the other day I was driving down the street, got to the stop sign, 10 and 2. Wait a minute, before we go on with the joke, let's talk about 10 and 2. Why when we get older do we do 10 and 2? Good damn well when we was young, we was like, yeah, we be whipping it with one hand, right? Music blasting. I used to be on the parallel park on the dime. Boom! Now when I parallel park, you know what I do? I turn the music down. I throw my arm over the seat. And I look back and I slowly, because I'm not trying to knock my bumper off, right? We didn't care when we were young. We were just so irresponsible. Man. So anyway, back to this 10 and 2. So I get to the stop sign, holding 10 and 2, and all of a sudden, people blowing at me. I'm like, oh my God. What? How long have I been sitting here? So then a couple weeks after that, I'm at the grocery store. And the music is playing, I'm talking to people, having a good time shopping. Get up to the cashier, 6 feet apart. When it's my turn, I'm just sitting there like, holding the cart. And then I thought to myself, who the hell falls asleep? I gotta get checked for narcolepsy. This is ridiculous. Man. So then there was this young woman that I was, kind of talking to. And, she was like, hey, why don't you download the app called Duo so we can video chat? And I thought to myself, well, I just learned how to text last week. So I did. I downloaded the app. And so, we're video chatting, and she's looking all sexy, and I'm like, well, shit, let me look sexy. So I get the phone, and I tilt it up, because, here is like 2 chins. So I figure if I go up one more, there's only 1 chin. So I'm like looking all sexy, like, yeah, baby. Drop the phone and it smashes me in the face. I'm like, see, that is not sexy whatsoever. Not sexy. Oh my goodness. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have to get checked for narcolepsy because there's something going on. Definitely something going on. Anybody like these dating websites? They're pretty crazy, right? Yeah, I think out of all the dating websites that I've been on, the worst is called Plenty of Fish. Have you heard that? She's like, girl, no. Plenty of Fish, right? It should be called, they should rename it Catch and Release. Okay? Release the crazy people back to the wild, because I'm telling you, just absolutely crazy. And not only crazy, but just like very shallow. Because this one woman, we're talking, we're chatting, we're having a good time, and she says to me, well, what's your body look like? And I'm like, it's under construction, okay? Don't be asking me questions like that. So, COVID is seriously a cock blocker. Oh yeah. So I called my friend up and I said, look, I exhausted everything online. So why don't you just come on over? She's like, well, girl, my father's 71, and I just got my first vaccine, and I don't feel comfortable coming over. I don't want to, put my father at risk. And I said to her, well, why don't you just come on over and stick your coochie through the doggy door? Just stick your, And she agreed. So I had to help her build a doggy door because I have a cat. Desperate times, right? Desperate times, desperate measures. My goodness. Man. So, man. I hate being single. I like being booed up. I was in a long-term relationship. And, even though she had her faults, she was a neat freak. Anyone live with a neat freak? I would take a shower. I'd be in the shower just slathering up and everything. And I'd open my eyes and she'd be standing there with the squeegee. And I'd be like, oh my God! She was scared the shit out of me because she was so crazy. She wouldn't wait for me to actually get out the shower. She's just standing there with the squeegee, get every last one of those drops. We got hard water. I'm like, oh my God. And sometimes I think she be messing with me. I think she got a voodoo doll. Because every now and then I'll get this hot poker type feeling right up my ass. I'll be like, that's her again. I'll immediately call her and say, I told you I was sorry. Right? You just never know when someone has a voodoo doll. Your ex. How's your ex? How's your ex? You ever get a hot feeling up your behind? You do? Time for a colonoscopy, sir. It's time for a colonoscopy. Yeah, shoot. Yeah, you know what? Speaking of colonoscopy, I actually woke up in the middle of the colonoscopy. Yeah, he was like right up there. And I was like, oh my God, what are you doing? Go deeper, deeper. I know you guys think I'm a perv, right? That's what happens when you're single. You become a pervert. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so anybody in here smoke weed? Or are you gonna admit to smoking weed? You know what's crazy? I went to a dispensary the other day and I said, let me have a nickel bag. The old people know what I'm talking about. And they, of course, they laughed at me because they were young millennials. They were like, oh, no, man, we don't have nickel bags. The least you can get is an eighth. And I'm like, an eighth? Well, how much is that? They're like, $30,340. And I'm like, well, damn. They talk about this tax and this tax and this tax. And I'm like, well, where's the weed man? Where's the weed man? The weed man lost his job, right? Yeah, he done lost his job. It's gone. So anyway, I said, well, you know what? Just go ahead and give me one of those edibles. And I had been reading online that they have these new fast-acting edibles because the older ones, 45 to an hour to kick in, right? So I said, let me get one of those fast-acting edibles. And so she gave it to me. I get home, and then I'm like, I take it, right? And I'm like, oh, I got enough time to get to the store and get some munchies. So I get to the store, and I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I walk down the aisle. As soon as I reach for those Doritos, I'm stuck for like 5 fucking minutes. They come down the aisle, are you okay, ma'am? I'm like, I'm trying to get to these Doritos. I mean, it must took me an hour to get out of the store. I was like this. Trying to get to my car. It was crazy. And then the crazy thing is, when I got to the car, I took my Doritos and put them in the seatbelt. You okay? We going home. I'm going to tear your ass up. Okay? Then when I left out of there, you know what happened? I I got stuck in a roundabout for 20 minutes. Whose idea was it to make roundabouts, right? Especially when you're high, you'd be like, is that the exit? Is that the exit? Is that the exit? It's almost like when you was a little girl, you be jump roping and shit. You try to time it when you're gonna get in, right? Well, you gotta time it when you get in or out of a roundabout. You fuck everybody up in there. It'll be a horrible accident in a roundabout. They didn't think that shit out. They didn't think it out. Oh my goodness. Man, I work with special needs children. Thank you. I've been doing it for about 20 years. Yeah. And I love it. You know why I love it? Because it's unconditional love. You know, especially in a climate like this when you're dealing with a lot of crazy people and you know, people that are not authentic. Special needs people, they don't know any other way but to be authentic. And they give you unconditional love. So we went on a field trip to the Getty Museum, and we had 3 kids each. And I said, okay, so, you know, you're not supposed to call kids bad. So I had one bad kid. And I'm holding his hand to the point where our hands were sweating, right? But we had already talked about this trip 2 weeks before. I said, okay, there's going to be nude photos, be mature. There's going to be, there's going to be penises on the statues, okay? Be mature. And then there's going to be a line that I don't want you to step across, okay? So we get up there to the Getty, and my 3 are acting a fool. 2 of them over there on the floor rolling, right? And I just happened to take them up to where my favorite painting was. And I'm just sitting there like, oh, isn't it beautiful? They could care less. They could care less, okay? So anyway, I let go of this one's hand, and we're standing there looking at my favorite photo, and my picture. And I go over and I break this mess up over here on the floor. And so it was like in slow motion. I turned back, and my kid was stepping over the line with his finger in his nose. And it was like slow motion. He took and wiped a booger on a Van Gogh. At that moment, I turned into a white woman. Oh! Not a booger on a Van Gogh. I said, I'm going to big people jail and you going to little people jail. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. What's going on here? Man, and then in the classroom was interesting too. Brutally honest. So I laid down one day to help one of my kids with math, and he leaned back and he looked at me and he says, "Ooh, Miss Devin, your breath is on 1,000." I was like, "Woo, you just, damn. You just jumped on me, didn't you?" So about 2 weeks later, this was a bad time. About 2 weeks later, I had a nonverbal little girl. I don't know if you've ever been around anyone that's nonverbal, but this little girl, she didn't say shit for the whole semester. 0. But she walks up to me this particular day, she grabs about this much fat, and she says, "Your BMI is 36%. I said, "It's 26%. I had to look around to see if I was being punked. Brutally honest. Then I worked in a classroom with children that had autism. And children with autism, or adults, they don't like change. They like a routine. They don't like anything to change. And so this kid came into the classroom, new kid, introduced him to the classroom, and I said, "Have a seat in the back." And the kids were so anxious because they're used to this routine. So they said, "Sing, Miss Devin, sing." Because they're used to me singing to them every single day. I said, okay, calm down. I said, January, February, March, and April, May, June, and July. Woo! August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. Oh, these are the months of the year. Fill them with joy and with cheer. The months of the year. Woo! Thank you. back and he says, "Shut the fuck up!" And I went to school to be a teacher. Thank you guys so much. Thank you.